It's the 4th of March 2024, right here at the newsstand, saying good morning to you all the viewers watching us from different parts of the world. Of course, it's your program, my program, everyone's program. bystanders at newsstand. Welcome once more. It's a brand new week, all the way from Nigeria, talking about Lagos at Urban Newsstand. Welcome you all once again. All right, to the business of today, we have different papers out in newsstand this morning. Different papers here. The Punch, the Vanguard, Nigerian Tribune, and Daily Trust newspapers. They are all here with us this morning. And what are they saying at the newsstand? We're reading them one after the other. The statement of the president in Qatar. What did he say to the investors there? Report any members of my cabinet to me. Any members of my cabinet demanding bribe from you, please report them to me. That's what the president said in Qatar. And who is the president I'm talking about? The president of the great country, Nigeria, Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Report any members of my cabinet to me. Any members demanding bribe, report them to me. Also, the Vice President of Nigeria, Kashim Shettima, has also made his own opinion clear on the protest that went on last week. The Vice President said we Nigerians should protest in a good manner. Should protest in a good manner. It's not saying you don't protest, but protest in a mature and good way. That's what the Vice President Shetima said over the weekend. And quickly to what we have on the front page of the Punch newspaper. The Punch newspaper. The major headline it reads: Food crisis, tight security at Nema stores as Hoodlums loot FCT warehouses. Tight security at Nema stores as Hoodlums loot the Federal Capital Territory warehouses. To the rider troops, foil attack on Abuja warehouse, arrest 5 hoodlums, cut away rice orders. Situation where the citizens are hungry. We should expect such developments. We should expect such developments. Nigerians are hungry. Nigerians are hungry. And they are currently looting stores and warehouses. Troops, foil attack on Abuja warehouse, arrest 5 hoodlums, cut away rice orders. And don't forget, in Zaria last week, Nigerians also looted noodles, packs of noodles, in that axis. And it tells us that the country is not at peace at all. The food crisis is a major problem, major challenge we are facing in the country, and the government of the day needs to be responsive on this. Policemen deployed in Bayelsa, Kaduna Delta, Osun warehouses. Reforms not meant to inflict hardship. That's what the Vice President Shetima had said. Yeah. On to the next one. Reports Nigerian officials demanding bribes. Tinubu tells Qatari investors. Reports Nigerian officials demanding bribes. Tinubu tells Qatari investors. You can see this on page 19 of the Punch newspaper. Reps ask airlines to refund 4 billion naira COVID-19 funds. Reps ask airlines to refund 4 billion naira COVID-19 funds. You can see this on page 7 of the Punch newspaper. Down the paper, encomiums as Obasanjo Adeojo envoys Grace Punch 50th anniversary dinner. To the next one on page 42, Tompolo canvasses more crude output. NAF destroys illegal refineries. On SIM NIN linkage, blocked lines rise to 40 million. Blocked lines rise to 40 million. Daily Trust newspaper, what do we have on the front page of Daily Trust newspaper? Daily Trust newspaper. Residents loot Abuja warehouses, steal foodstuffs, roofing sheets. Residents loot Abuja warehouses, steal foodstuffs, roofing sheets. Nema beefs up security at own facilities nationwide. Nema beefs up security at own facilities nationwide. Express your feelings, responsibly. Shesima urges citizens dance as regards protests. The vice president has said it that we should express our feelings responsibly in a matured way. That's what the vice president has said. Address hunger, poverty, insecurity. Jibwes tells governments, that's GIBWIS tells the federal government. To the next one, Tinubu to investors, report any official who demands bribe. Report to me any official who demands bribe. That's what the president has said here. And so the Vanguard newspaper, the Vanguard was the Vanguard saying at the newsstand. Very, very important headline. Let's look at the write-up. Federal government fights inflation, mops up 5 trillion naira. Federal government fights inflation, mops up 5 trillion naira. That's what we have here. And you can see this on page 19 of the Vanguard newspaper. To raise interest rates with a price fixed income yields, CBN meets foreign investors over FX reforms. NPR hike says there will be free entry exit. So the next one on page 5 and 31, what do we have there? Nigeria, Qatar sign agreements on education, solid minerals, others. Turn to Qatar investors. Report any bribe-seeking cabinet members. That's what the president told Qatar investors. COVID-19 probe refund or account for 4 billion naira. Reps tell airlines refund or account for billion naira. Account for 4 billion naira. Reps tell airlines. How Oshoba facilitated my emergence as Alake. That's what Oba Badibo has said on page 11 of the Vanguard newspaper. Only implementation of agreements will stop nationwide strike. NLC insists only implementation of agreements will stop nationwide strike. To the last paper at the newsstand, the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. What do we have on the front page? Residents loot warehouse in Abuja, steal food items. Wow. Residents loot warehouse in Abuja, steal food items. Vandalized building belongs to Federal Capital Territory Agric Department. Police arrest 15 suspects, recover 26 bags of maize. AFDB supports Nigeria with $134 million to cultivate rice, maize, cassava, soya beans. Construction materials price hike pushing contractors into financial distress. We have quantity surveyors on this. And the last story, still on the same subject, what the president said in Qatar. Nigeria, Qatar signed agreements on education, investment, others. Nigeria has best returns of investment, says the president Tinubu. Tells Qatari investors to report any official who asks for bribe. We have our reviewers at the newsstand and they're ready to review with me what's on these dailies. It's bystanders at newsstands. Oluwa Wanafagbalan, good morning to you. How you doing?
Good morning, I'm fine, Mike. What's happening?
Happiness.
We give God glory that we are here again. We are here again to face the real matter. Good morning, my viewers, Nigeria and diaspora. God bless you all. Continue to play with us and God will play with you also. So the matter on ground now.
Yeah, the matter on ground. Before we go into the matter on ground, let me tell you that you can watch us live on Facebook as well. Just as you're watching us on Free TV, you can watch us live on Facebook. Streaming there. You can also watch us on the sister channel 52 Plus. Very, very important. Subscribe on the channel to see this interesting, program. You can subscribe on the sister channel to watch the program. Very, very important. And on the comments section, there's a link there in which you can use to call us on the program. You can call us on the program. This one, very, very important as well. All right, we are all together here to review this, both the viewers and the reviewers all over the world. All right, looting spree in Nigeria. Everybody uh, is not smiling. No one is smiling as the food prices keeps increasing in the country. We saw what happened in Abuja. The residents of FCT looted some warehouses in the country and in Abuja, and this is as a result of the effects of the subsidy removal, what the subsidy removal has caused us in the country. Uh, it's unfortunate that Nigerians are now looting
To
warehouses
survive.
to survive, to
And
get
uh,
food to
it's
eat.
it's a big pity when you say Nigeria are now looting to survive. If somebody should say that language 4 5 years ago, the time is coming that Nigeria will loot for survive. Everybody will say it's a story. See what is really happening now. We are suffering. Because we are a nation that will only like fight, riotry, anarchy. That's why they are using that one to accommodate us. It's bad. We can't stay this longer. We can't buy this language anymore because the language is biting us deep to the extent that looters and they are Nigeria. You give the authority, the government give the authority to loot. So let me tell you one thing: if there is anywhere else around this environment that is government keep food, people will box there because an angry man is an hungry lion. You cannot be telling an hungry man every day that you should be patient. You be patient. You never eat a day, never eat tomorrow, never eat tomorrow. Say patient. How long will you wait for patient until he die? So those guys that went and bought that warehouse, I even blame them. I even support them because they are Nigeria. We are Nigeria. We know what is reality is on ground. The government is not there. The government is not there. Let us be realistic. The language of the government is just their own language. Every day you see them in a big atmosphere. See the president now in Qatar. The other day before Qatar, the other country. See, what of here? Are the Qatarians, are they hungry like me and you? They are not even deserve this position. So what are we gaining from this language? We are gaining hungry. Must we be crying every day? A whole lion of Africa giant, the most popular black nation on earth, is very ridiculous for you and I to be suffering like this. Never in a place called Nigeria like this. It's fucking bullshit. Like, the government is to be blamed. And the president the other day, he was accepting the responsibility of the hardship of Nigeria. But they have to do something fast before the fire gets us all along. Because the fire is coming. The fire is coming close. I don't see the paper. I see the paper and I say, Bayelsa, so state, the government now will not deploy police to monitor the gates or the entrance or the food when people are not home, people are hungry and food is somewhere, you have to put police to how many police go guard lions? You can't confront lion when the real lion now came now. So the best thing is to solve the problem of the lion before the lion gets out of the park. The lion you get out of the park, who will stop the lion? And you are now the lion. Because the lion never really reached the capacity where we now say, okay, let us die. Because he's coming. Okay, see some boys, they try their hand. Because of what? They were looking for food. And they saw food there. And the food belongs to them. Because the food is federal government food. And we are the same with federal government. Federal government is supposed to take responsibility of every citizen in Nigeria. And Nigeria citizen, look about the war. We are ashamed.
African China said it, he sang that song sometimes ago. One man waits if Maggie.
He put it Maggie. You go see face for crime fighter. The rich man will carry million. You don't go see eyeball for anywhere.
This is hunger. This is hunger crisis.
Okay, see. This is government. He say Nigeria jaga. Everything is scatter. Gunshot to be the year. That was some years ago. Okay, see what is happening now.
We can die of hunger.
See, the hunger is getting out of hand. See, oh God, it's only God.
You're only living by this special
by the mercy of God.
We that are here speaking.
Yes,
living by this
we are living by the special grace of God. And we are appreciating the viewers that is how are feeling. and they are doing one thing or the other, and God will continue to have mercy on them too, and God will continue to bless them, and their pockets shall never dry because they have our feeling here. Every day, you hear story. Nigeria budgeting $1 trillion, but the real whole, you and I, masses, no food on the table.
On the comment section, someone is saying that I could remember you were supporting the government.
See, God will bless him.
Please apologize to Nigerians.
I apologize to Nigeria. I apologize because I saw the language that he will come as a lion to make things okay. But I never know that thing will bad again. What can I do? Will I continue to support? No. I can't say my father is good. At the end of the day, my father is not good. I'll continue clapping for my father. No. Because the truth will set you free, but the truth is bitter.
But you didn't make a mistake. No.
See, it's like a mistake now. It's like a mistake. See, let me be frank that I was speaking. See, it's like a mistake. That's why. Yes, that's why I was tell you that. I'm sorry because I never know it would become a mistake in the front. Now we are in the front. Now part of the parcel of the language, but I've withdrawn. And God know because I'm angry with them because this is not our bargain. Our bargain that Nigeria will be fed, Nigeria will be okay more like what they left, Buhari left. But now it's like Buhari is even better than the situation we are seeing here. Because their rice was not like this, beans was not like this. Beans is a common food, you can use beans and drink garri. Like, where is the garri also? See, can you see everything just change dramatically under the Jagaba? See, Jagaba is a lion, but you are like antelope. It's like antelope. Okay, the lion in the forest that have drove you out.
The lion of Bodilo.
Oh God, the lion of Bodilo. Now the lion of Bodilo is not the lion of Bodilo anymore. It's not begging Nigeria. It's not accepting the responsibility of 240 million hungry every day. Everything. Sky price rise up to the extent Nigeria is now looting shop to feed yourself.
Stealing to eat.
Stealing to eat. Where the fucking we going from here?
Give them the language.
So the motherfucking situation is how we will go. Now the president, we are still giving him the language. Checkmate the system. The system is not movable. It doesn't produce any positive. It's a negative. Going to Dubai, signing agreement of whose agreement? Who the hungry don't know of agreement? Somebody like so doesn't know what you are talking about. Talk what we leave Nigeria and they will see food in their table now. Because Nigeria is so big for this fucking shit mess. Every day, can't even feed talkless to feed your kids. Okay, your kids know what they happen. Say food no data, president will do well, this one don't do well. Why? See, please, you are journalists. Because I believe, because of you people have the chance and advantage to speak to the world, to let them know. See, the president, the Nigerian government, especially the politicians, they are under the ground, they are bad. They depolarize Nigeria, they finish Nigeria, they suck our blood, but we are telling you that enough of sucking our blood is enough. Because you are hiding something. You say there is a great revolution coming to Nigeria. And if it's not taking, this new thing will spread. It will spread like a fire, like a wind, just like the NSAS. NSAS was just, I beg you, before you know, Nigeria was engulfed. Now it's gradually coming. When you now know, and who is police? Police is Nigeria. Who is army? Army is Nigeria. You say that you go and safeguard the warehouse where food yakpa, where food no dey for house to swallow. So you say, okay, they will boss you if you want to carry a bag of rice or bag of beans. Okay, how many if you lie on really come outside now? Maybe your shift. Nigeria is coming in a situation whereby, except the government can never control language because the world is watching us. We are too many and we are too battalion to be suffering like this. We have the capacity. We have everything. We have mineral resources. We have everything. Okay, where is it? The present government said December refinery will be working. It will reduce the hardship of the fuel price. Till now we are still waiting. We are still hearing on that story. So why would they allow Nigeria to be suffering like this? We are begging the government, please, we are begging in the name of God. We are suffering. We don't like violence. Don't let violence brainwash us. Because violence is a spirit. When you never give him a language, when he brainwash the citizen will not bear the violence, and the violence will not take it by force.
Thank you so much. Lower one, I really appreciate that.
welcome.
I think at this point in time, the president needs to address the issue of hunger and poverty in the land. Lucky, this is getting out of hand.
It's not even addressing it. Let that be adding more fire. I won't lie.
Yeah.
Can you go to Qatar, tell Qatar that don't worry, if anybody asks for bribe, tell me. I mean, automatically you are selling the country the bad image, telling the Qatar that it is the vessel that you are the everything, you are the EFCC, you are everything, which no, it's not right. That diminishing the country. Look at people are hungry. Look at now everywhere, every trailer they see, they try to look what do they have in the trailer. They don't care. So there's hunger in town. Don't forget I've been singing these things since last year, sir. I said it. I talk about farmer, talk about yam, talk about bees. Now everybody is singing, both the billionaires, trillionaires, poor people are now singing, let's even eat. Nobody's talking about light. Nobody's talking about road.
Food is what
They're talking about food. Now you said,
and not that the food is not available.
There's food,
but the price, the prices in which you can get those food, it's outrageous.
That is it.
Outrageous.
That
prices.
is it. Don't forget this billionaire. They have a nanny. They have a family. Everybody's complaining. You give today, give tomorrow. How long will you continue giving? Your salary is not enough. So the president should address it. Not by traveling with 34 people, 40 people to Qatar, wasting our money. It's not the right thing. Please, Bola Tinubu, address those. We need food. Address farmer. That's why you see the thing is going rapper. Where every vehicle you see, people will look at the vehicle. They don't care anymore whether they go to warehouse. Look, if they can go to a Abuja warehouse, where do you think they will not go? My own is that take this money. There's no other thing again. Bola Tinubu, address hunger in the town. Thank you very much.
Right, thank you very much. And Lucky, good morning to
Yeah,
you.
good morning.
Happy
Happy
New
New Week here. And good morning, viewers. I greet all of you. Our professor, Odunlade, Jane, and Mr. Moki. I'm still on the assignment you gave to me. So, good morning. God bless you. And the gentleman in Belgium, I greet you, my brother. God bless all of you. Then the remaining guys, I greet you. Have a new blessed week. I pray for goodness in your life, man. And can we just give Mr. Hobo a 1 minute silence? A great comedian, and we are going to miss him a lot.
Mr. Ibu.
He passed away not too long, and so sad. So sad. Yeah, yeah, so sad. Yeah, may his soul rest in peace, right? Perfect peace, right?
All right. Thank you so much for that. People are telling the president to address the issue of hunger in the land, poverty, insecurity, and the major thing people are really talking about now is food. How to eat, how to feed themselves, how to feed their families.
It has to be. Myself, I'm thinking of how I'm going to feed my family.
But someone is saying it on the comment section that the president is not responsible for the hike.
Yeah,
Price of commodities.
that's where I'm going. I'm trying to just land on that message now.
But I want the person
You
to also
see-
realize that what's happening now is as a result of the policy.
It's not only the policy, my brother.
Okay.
What we are facing is population explosions. This is a country that does not have statistics of its citizens, that does not have the biodata of its citizens. And we've been saying this. All the population census they've been having, it has been fruitless, efforts. It has been a forged result they always bring on the table. Why some people will not be counted, and you multiply, you multiply their figures, their what's it called, their numbers. And why am I saying this? It's only when you have a plan on ground for your citizen, that is when the citizen can know the direction they are going through. Nigerian citizen has no direction because there is no population control and there is no population census as it is. The last census we have was like under Obasanjo time. And look at the years back then. And as it is now,
since we don't have any population control, population census, and look at how people are giving birth anyhow without without job for the ones on ground already. And they've been saying is engage the youth, get the youth engaged, through jobs. But where are the jobs? Where are the jobs on grants? Nobody is building any jobs center now. What they are doing now is event center all around. Event center, hotel, event center, hotel. Is that what will produce job for the youth? And a youth that is jobless, and they said that Nigel man is a devil workshop. And what do you expect? A youth that graduated from university or polytechnic or secondary school graduate, he has no job, he has no means of surviving. What do you expect him to do is to get on the street and turn to a street boy and start, And that's why I say our leaders are really culpable. The successive leaders are really culpable. Forget about when this one was there, the government, they are just packaging the government then. They are just trying to manage the whole system. I know it's going to blow off one day, but it's quite unfortunate that it blew on Tinubu administration. It blew off on Tinubu administration. But the way out now is the Boko Haram that don't want you to have food on your table, the S-men that goes to our different farms to disturb them. What are the security? And I will just say, I can't blame the security. They are trying their best, but they are the fifth columnists among them, they should push them out. Because it's not all target of Boko Haram, it's not all target of what's it called, ISWAP, it's not all target of the S-men, the military gets hurt. Because before they get there, the insider will give those guys information. And when you look at the number one problem we are having, as it is now, like in my place now, people are scared to go to farm. Nevertheless, that is peaceful. Check all other regions around. People are scared to go to farm because the fear of the S-men is the beginning of what? Threats. So what are we saying? And I'm so much sorry for the government in power now, but I shouldn't be sorry for him likewise, because he said nobody should, that he is the one that demanded for the job. But this time around is the worst. Yes, he has accepted. It's the worst time we've ever seen in Nigeria. And nevertheless, there's a correlation that we are having spiritual problem that we don't know. It may sound anyhow to people, ordinary people, but I'm telling you, where did I get that from? Do you know how many blood spills you having on this floor, on this ground, this Nigeria ground? Do you know how many bloodsheds on the ground, innocent bloodshed? And God will be there looking at you people, killing like, what's it called? And there's no love. Do you love yourself? No. Because the land there is great. This is what you expect to see. And I've been hampering on this for like some months now. I say, where are these billionaires? Where are these billionaires that are flaunting that are flaunting their billions? Where are the food banks they are creating? Where are these economic supports they are giving to the masses? You have them, they flaunt their, they flaunt their wealth, they flaunt their this. And they should remember that if they die, they are not taking any billions to heaven. They are not helped anywhere they want to hand it up. Where are they? And I still keep citing examples that go to the Western world. You see voluntarily donors that will create food banks all around. It doesn't really have to come through the government. You see individual billionaires that will create food banks for citizens to go there just to kill the hunger of the country. But how many of the leaders, how many of our billionaires we are looking at, how many of and majority of them make the money from the government, make the money from our commonwealth?
I think I can see about 3 to 4 messages on both the comment section and private on WhatsApp. Yeah, Michael do ask this guy, that's Kunle, do ask Kunle what has population got to do with people's very hungry in the land.
Okay? Let me not hit him now. He will plan to fail. He will fail to plan. plan to fail. He should know that in his school, at least elementary education, then that if you plan to fail, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. This are what I'm telling you. There is no economic backup. There's no economic statistics for the masses of this country. And they can tell you any country, this one, the man asking me question now, any country it is, you should know that everybody has data. The government has captured all their data. Even himself that is an immigrant there. They've captured his data. So they know what to provide for him. Once he's paying his tax, once they, they are benefiting tax from him, they know how to take care. They always take care of them over there. But do you have such in Nigeria here? All man for himself. All man for himself. And why I'm saying this, the population control likewise has to come from we ourselves. You will see Kayode, Mama Chukudi, that is just managing one room with her husband, demanding for sex, and they start burning six that they cannot take care of, and those children will not turn to burn away on the streets. Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? Let me ask the guy, whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? Because we need to manage our population. As we are now, we don't know how many are we. Nigeria doesn't even have the right census, right population census as it is.
Is that responsible for the food increase?
Is responsible because that is what you use to plan. No matter how, if you bring 100,000 farmers into this land, there will be hoarding, definitely. You see, you know how greedy, and that's another aspect of Nigeria. Greed, selfishness, selfish interests. There will be greed. People will hoard that food just for them to make more money on it. It's the way God created us. And that is why I'm telling you, we have a lot of spiritual problem in this country. How would somebody steal $30 billion? How would somebody open almost 500 accounts all over the world and stack our money without our, without informing, without your own, input, without my input? I'm talking of a Mefeli. And you are talking that the country will not be in a tarnished mood, will not be in a tarnished situation now, will not be in a destructive situation now. I mean, let us think, man. I don't think we need to put our thinking cap on. It's not all things about politics. It's not all things about, just we opening mouth, we saying anything we like. We have to think deep. How do we get to where we are today? How do we get to where we are today? A country that does not know what the population census of its citizen, that does not know the data of its citizen, and you think everything will work? Nothing will work. Once you don't plan, once you don't plan, you fail to plan, that means you fail totally at the end of the, and they don't expect any light at the end of the tunnel, because your planning will bring that light, and suddenly, they budgeted how much? Billions of naira for population census just of recent. I've not heard anything about it again. So is the debris of the successive government that is showing up now, and you can only hide, you can't run. You can only run, you can't hide. So we've been running, our leaders have been running away from the problem, but this is the time they can't hide now, because it's showing glaring now that damages has come to them.
All right, let's quickly look at the statements of the president to Qatari investors. Of course, you are aware that the president told these investors to report any official who asked for bribe. And one of your colleagues here, Lucky, said that that statement was a wrong statement. You shouldn't have made that statement in that country. It's a dent on the image of Nigeria. Is it true?
I see no dent on the image of Nigeria. I see no dent, because when you see a president that is coming clean, that wants to come clean, that it's not the normal way of governance you people see Nigeria. See in Nigeria. It's not the normal the form system you've seen in Nigeria. I'm here and I'm coming with a new agenda, and that is what brought the new agenda of Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And he has said he's not coming to embezzle Nigerian money, he's coming to reshape Nigeria. And when the Qatarians, when they hear the renewed hope, they will know the Nigerians are renewed their hope from corruption, they are renewed their hope from atrocities they've been committing. And I will tell you, Qatarian, You know, they are British. It was British that colonized them. Are you aware? This same Kateria, it's the British that colonized them. So if we cannot learn from ourselves, let's learn from those kind of countries. And you could see the way they are managing the economy. And they hosted the World Cup the other time, and it was magnificent. And you could see what happened there. And so we need to be borrowing leave from such countries. Qatar, Dubai, UAE, all sort of things, you know. Those are countries that means well. And these are countries that they were nowhere when Nigeria was at the peak of his lifetime then, you know. These are the countries you cannot even compare with Nigeria as of that time. But look at the speed they've taken, because they are serious country. But we are unserious country, because look at what we're doing now. They believe in their leader. We don't believe in our leader. A leader came now, instead of everybody to join hands, say, let's solve it. We have to solve the solution together. But some are mockery. Some are bringing tribal issues, diversity issues, religion issues, and you want to grow. You want to grow forward. You can never. Because
a leader, many believe, forced his way into power.
Force his way. Force his way like that. Yeah, I need you to break it down.
Many believe.
Those people. Those people that believe. Those are the people that telling you they are sitting on the fence. Because when you say somebody forced his way to power, right? It went all through the campaign system, and people. He has followers, right? Didn't he have followers? How did he not force his way? Did he force his way on his followers that are following him? I voted for him. Did I force my way on him? It's my own choice. And nobody can query me, can question me, and can attack me that why did I vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu? It's my own choice. If you like, you can vote your any candidate. Atiku was there. Atiku was second. And it was in the ballot results. Everybody saw it. Atiku wasn't contested at the rig election. No. Are you aware? And I know the people that are saying he forced his way, he stole the mandate, he stole this thing. How can number 3 man on the polling, results, start claiming that he won election? If not, if not that they are trying to be manipulators. If not, they are trying to be manipulators of the election. So once Nigerians believe in their leader, and we see a leader that is coming now. This is under his regime. This is the first guy that we see in the first or 2-3 months that he got on the throne, and he started probing his party members, handed them to the EFCC. So have you ever seen that before? This is the first time I ever seen, that in Nigeria. And once he said it's a renewed hope for us, and it's on a new agenda for the uplifting of the Nigerian economy. Let's give it to him. Don't let's bully him. Don't let's box him to corner. Let's support and see what it will ended up arriving at for us. Right, and we have to support our leader. That's just
so much. Thank you so much, Michael. Chinedu, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Good morning, everyone.
Fine. Happy New Week. All right, some residents of a satellite town in Abuja, a particular area there, invaded a warehouse and looted the goods that were there. People are saying that no. It's not a criminal offense. People were hungry and they saw that there was an opportunity for them to survive that hunger, and they did what? And they went into that warehouse and carted away goods. Michael, is this administration addressing hunger issue? Let's be sincere with ourselves.
The fact still remains what happened at FCT, even though Nema has come out to deny that their own personal warehouse was not involved, but other warehouses around were invaded. And let me just use that word, invaded. Roofs removed, some came through the roofs, some came through the windows, just to lay hand on something, to keep humanity. It's humanity first, and it tells you the reality on ground that to an extent there's this distrust between the people and the government. The people have experienced a lot of, you know, let me just lies on the side of government. The government themselves, we are not even real. COVID-19 era taught Nigerians a lot of lessons. COVID-19 era gave Nigerians, especially the less privileged ones, an insight of how, the leadership of Nigeria look like. They come out in the public, they tell you they are working on this, they are doing that. In fact, the palliative at the end of the day, Nigerians, out of curiosity, was able to discover that the palliative that we are meant for them, we are hidden in the forest. And this time around, the same government is telling you they are working, they are giving out this, they are giving out that, and the people are not having direct impact based on what they were saying. Most of them will cast their memory back on what happened during the COVID-19 era, when governors, senators, we are saying palliative. At the end of the day, the people could not have access to those palliatives. Those palliatives were being hidden in far away inside the forest. What does that tell you? It tells you that what happened in Abuja is reality. It is getting to a point where the people want to stand up, because it is a pointer that they cannot trust the system anymore.
Yeah,
And they cannot sit down and die of hunger. So at any slightest information where government silos are located, there's every possibility there's going to be an invasion.
Yeah.
Look at even down some of these trucks.
yes.
They flag it down, they jump on it. That is the situation.
It happened in Kaduna
That
last
is,
week.
that is the reality
Yeah.
on the ground. And now the question is the government actually solving the hunger crisis? It is left for them to come out and make it very clearly that in all the policies so far implemented in the last 9-10 months, it has been trial and error. Now, this is the direction we are going. It looks like the system is bent on, accumulating or recovering all the money they spent on during the campaign, without sitting down to make sure that things are being put in place that can advance humanity. Bro, it's not a matter of whether it is illegal or not. Humanity first before governance. Survival first before governance. Nigerians are not joking. It is gradually getting to a point, where there will be, uncontrolled anger. And the next thing, chaos will set in. They're talking about 45,000 tons of grains. Who is having access to it? I've not seen anybody anywhere saying that I have access, I've collected this, I've collected that. So the same system, the same thing looks as if, everything is just in a cosmetic nature. Government know how to do the normal propaganda. At the end of the day, they go on with whatever they believed on. It's no longer a comfortable situation now. It's not a matter of clamping down on Bureau de change. It's not going to solve our problem.
Solution.
That's not going to solve our problem. The problem is, how far is the reform going? How is it able to drive Nigerian economy around? What are you doing? Are you to make sure that these things have direct positive effect on Nigerians? And from the way it looks like, all indices is pointing that the government of the on ground is still on the experimental stage.
And of course, it was in Qatar to woo investors to invest in Nigeria. But I ask you this question, Chinedu. Is this country you know, having that capacity to allow investments? Is he having that capacity to allow investors invest in it?
Well, I think at this point in time, Tinubu should
With
be.
insecurity
Yeah,
they're facing,
yes. I think
with the hunger crisis and all of that?
I think at this point, Tinubu should be thoroughly advised and guided. You know, there are certain statements you don't make at the global stage. You don't demarcate your own people, you know, whom others are seeing as being part of you. When you say that if there's anything that has to do with bribe and all that to be reported, are you telling us that you brought corrupt people, you know, to negotiate a certain business with Dubai, their Dubai counterpart? That statement should not come out at that level, you know, at that time. The president should be a bit diplomatic.
I don't think he said that to make them know that he really meant his word. He's in for the business. Don't
Very
you think
well.
that's why he made
Very
that
well.
statement?
That is okay because one of the advantages or merits of floating of the naira is to attract foreign investors. I mean, in attracting that foreign investors, you should be diplomatic about it. You don't go and say the same thing Buhari said, that Nigerian youths are lazy at the global stage. No. He said this is an internal thing you can handle. There are institutions, you know, who handle corrupt practices. You don't paint that particular picture because you're in a hurry, you know, to see Nigerian economy, you know, move from where it is, and from the doldrum, you know, to Eldorado. And you go about making such statements. No, for me, I'm not too comfortable with that. We want to see a situation at that global level when you are marketing, you know, trying to attract direct foreign investment. There are languages, you know, because there's no, even in Dubai, there's still corruption. Corruption is everywhere.
So it was like
You
exposing
understand?
the nation.
You can't see an American president, you know, going to Russia or going to China to say that, you know, my ace, my business team, you know, if there's anything, you know, because it tells you, it looks as if you are suspecting there are suspicious elements around you. You know, because a businessman also has consultants, you know, they might start to advise their consultants based on that statement. You know, people begin to feast on it. The president actually might mean well, you know, but if you're not diplomatic about it, people will feast on that statement, and there will be different interpretations to it. And we might not put us on the level we actually wanted. You know, we want to see more investment, but the question is that the environment, is it very conducive? It is not. One, like one economic expert said it, one of the major problems of Nigerian economic woes is power, electricity. You want to run a productive economy, production. You want to move away from consumption to production. What is production? You buy fuel, you get human resources, you do a lot of things, logistics, the business environment. You know, if you survive the government, you know, mostly you with tax and all that, you know, you pay so much for fuel, diesel and all that. At least we see, you know, before at the end of the day, these people come with their investment and enslave Nigerians. Where at the end of the day, where they're supposed to pay 1,000 naira, you understand? They pay you 200 naira because they are trying to cut costs. At the end of the day, they turn Nigerians to slaves. Nigerians work 24 hours and at the end they don't have anything to take home. You see, maybe they should, you know, put up their thinking caps. Sit down. It's part of governance reform. The one that is not working, jettison it. There are policies that are direct threats to humanity. Such policies should be, you know, put on the table first. And Mike, I keep on saying it, you know, even though within the weekend we had lost a very important person in the movie industry, Mr. John Okafor, popularly known as Ibu. You know, my condolences on behalf of Flip TV. You know, may his soul rest in perfect peace. You know, but that is by the way. You understand? What we are trying to say here is very real. By the time government begin to put these things in place, you don't need to go and start wooing foreign investors to come. The environment is already, they have seen it. Look at what happened in Aba yesterday. You know, a company from Taiwan that into tire business, he came in, he straight away. I'm trying to tell you the power of having electricity, the power of electricity. That sector alone can, turn things around. So, those coming to build on top of a foundation that is not properly defined, that is not genuine, will bring more chaos to the system. At the end of the day, they put Nigerians under pressure. All this foreign, at the end, before you know it, we are back to square one again. Let those reforms come. Let us begin to see it. You said, okay, you are falling back to Stephen or Rasaye's report. Beautiful. It's just to cut cost of governance. Reduce all these duplicated parastatals, that does the same thing 100 times. After doing that, the next thing we want to see, forget whether you are, whether anybody is not comfortable with it. We want to see Nigeria return to through federal restructuring, not the one that Woloshenka is talking about. That one is English, decentralization, configuration. No, we want through restructuring with regions or with regional, whichever way. Let governance come to the people.
All right, thank you so much, Chinedu. Nii? Okay. Matthew is here. How you doing?
I'm fine by the grace of the living God.
All right, we lost a veteran actor last week, Mr. Ibu.
That's quite unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunate. There's another Yoruba actor,
Sisi
Quadri.
It's quite unfortunate. But like I keep saying, death is a necessary end of mankind. And when it happens, it's a reminder of what lies ahead of man. It's a reminder that we must all one day render still worship to the Almighty God by giving account of our life on how we spend our life on earth. I keep saying that as humans, the life we are living on earth is not our own. God gave us that life on trust.
On trust?
Yes, and you have a responsibility to give account on how you spend it. And God already have a standard how he wants you to live. So, the way life is, as human, once someone dies, we have the power to record that person back to life. But death is bad. However you look at it. To the extent that when Lazarus died, even when Jesus Christ knew that he had the power to record him back to life, the Bible says Jesus wept. But even if you look at David, at the point he was telling God that he cannot praise you in death. And he was telling God that do not allow my soul to perish in Sheol, in grave. So death is naturally bad. It's a place of no remembrance. Though the good thing that if one die in Christ, there's hope of resurrection. Because anyone that died in Christ, in the sight of God, is living, is not dead. But generally speaking, I send my condolences to the two families, their friends, and everybody that is directly affected.
All right, may their souls rest in perfect peace. All right, only implementation of...
permit me, you say may their soul rest in perfect peace. As pleasing as it is to the ear, that prayer does not work.
Yeah.
Yes, because Anyone that have died, including me, if I die today, if you are saying, may my soul rest in peace, that prayer is not working because the life I live while on earth will determine whether my soul will rest in peace or not. Because the Bible says it's appointed of every man to die once, and after death comes judgment. So anyone that have dropped dead, the next thing the person is waiting for is judgment. The person cannot come back to make amends. The person cannot ask for forgiveness. The person cannot say, though ordinarily, once someone drops dead, everything will be known to him or her. So, but the thing is that the person cannot come back to earth to make amendment. So say, may the person's soul rest in peace, is pleasing to the ear, but the life the person live while alive will determine whether the soul will rest in peace or not.
All right, so on to the next one. Only implementation of agreements will stop nationwide strike. That's what the Nigeria Labour Congress has told the president, the federal government.
I think it's becoming clear that contrary to the position of Mr. President, who unfortunately decided to play politics with the last protest, where he was quoted to have advised the leadership of Labour to wait for 2027 if they wish to participate in the electoral process. It's becoming clear that Nigerians are getting hit of the hardship. I think it started in Niger State, where hoodlums, according to how government choose to call them, but I know they are Nigerians, as unfortunate as it is, looted food items. It happened in Zaria the other day, Kaduna State, where spaghetti that was being conveyed by Boa Company was looted. We have seen another one happening in Abuja, the seat of power, where Nigerians, even if the government decided to call them hoodlums, invaded warehouse belonging to Nema, according to the report we are seeing this morning. According to the report, carted away everything. You may call a criminal, you may say they have committed crime, but one thing is certain. We didn't witness it before this hardship. And one thing is certain that the government have not been able to address the hardship. And the area are not comfortable is, why is it difficult for government to fulfill their promises? We keep on coming here to read it out every day. You say you are going to give 8,000 to the vulnerable. We understand, going by the last indices of National Bureau of Statistics, that we have about 133 million Nigerians who are extraordinarily, dimensionally poor. So what stops government from giving out the 8,000 if they are unable to increase it for a good number of months? They want to do it. Why tie the hand of government from running that vehicle that run on CNG? Would they wait until Jesus come? What are the 50,000 to a good number of nano business owners? What of 1,500,000, as the case may be, that they promised to give to small and medium scale enterprises? What of the 1 billion each to about 75 companies to increase their capacity to employ more Nigerians as a way of absorbing people from the labor force? So even if you are not able to meet up the labor demand, why is it that your own promise you are not able to meet up with it? Does it mean the government is deceiving us? I think that's the question I should throw at the government, particularly the office of the president.
All right, Nigerians are saying it's not all about when investors to come invest in Nigeria.
No, under the current scenario, investors will not come.
Is the atmosphere
I'm telling you that under the
conducive for investors to invest?
They will not come.
That's what Nigerians are
under the current scenario. Sorry for interfering. Right. Under the current scenario, investors will not come. Because you are saying come, they will look from afar. Our insecurity is an issue. We don't have sustainable power supply. They are seeing companies like GSK, seeing companies like P&ID, and all of them living in drone. And these are companies that have established with multi-million dollar facilities here in Nigeria. The largest company that produced syringe for injection was in Akwa Ibom State. They came in 2027. They just left under this administration. And they cited economic situation of the country. So when you are not able to address the issue that is making multinationals leave the country, how do you think going to Qatar to woo investors will bring them here? Of course, they will not come. It's like, let me make a scenario. When you drop sugar here, naturally ants will come because they will converge. You don't need to invite them. If you make your environment conducive for investment, investors will come. Nigeria is a very good, have a very good population that will attract investors. If you address those fundamentals, investors will naturally approach you, give us terms, you want to come. But under the current scenario, you are bringing your investment, bringing your equipment, your personnel, their safety is not guaranteed, they will not come. That's the truth. It's not about somebody wishing the country bad. Address those fundamentals and see them come naturally.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Raphael, you heard what Matthew said.
Yeah.
Address issues of security and you see investors come in and invest in the country. It's not all about winning. When the country is conducive, for them to come invest, they must, or they will surely come and invest.
Yes, I think the issue of insurgency should be addressed, and if done, I think we have many investors that will be influx coming in. There will be influx of investors from Europe, from Asia, America, other part of the world, because their security is assured or guaranteed. So the issue of bringing investors is nothing. It's nothing to me, because you know why? When they know that their safety is everywhere, they have safe environment, they have the other one, what do you call it? Power, grid is there. There's nothing like fluctuation of electricity, and the rest of the infrastructure. I think I don't see anything hard about for investors to come in. So I think it's something that should be done.
Power, good road,
security. Yes, and under infrastructure, so you must put it in place. We don't expect Qatar to pump in their whatever investors. I think understand their resources into our system without no security, no road, no social amenities in place. I don't know what understand other social amenities. You must provide every good things needed in a system for it to work. So when in so doing, while you are doing that, people will be coming without having issues. I didn't understand. There's no 24 hours of light, supply of electricity. You are inviting investors from America. It's not going to work. If they come here, they will do their best and go back. They will just fizzle out. They will not even do anything.
Now, Raphael, can we call Nigerians that are looting, hoodlums, looting food items in order to survive this food crisis?
They are not criminals. They are not criminals. They went in there, they break the warehouse, and they lay their hands on our common wealth.
Commonwealth.
It is our wealth. You can't tell me that I steal my wealth.
It's not an offense.
No. National Emergency Management Agency is for you and I. When natural disaster occurs, when there is much rainfall, number one, you find out that people's houses submerges. People's houses submerge. What do? It is Nema that will take care of them.
Is there a disaster in town?
Thank you. There are many times, and Nema could not come out with anything. Are you listening to me?
Is hunger a disaster?
Thank you. Hunger is a disaster as I'm talking to you now. They have declared emergency on our economy. No food. There's emergency on the food economy.
So people can go about looting.
Looting our common items, common wealth. We are the owner of those food items. People should not go about looting goods. No, it's wrong. People should go about looking for our warehouse, our Nigerian warehouse, where our food items are stored. I profess it if it is a crime. Mike, listen. Those bags of rice, Indomie, those bags of beans, those yams, carted away by poor Nigerians at the Nema warehouse belongs to them. It belongs to you and I. It is our food items. Some persons are hoarding it. I don't understand. Some person keep it, they use it for themselves, give it to what? Perceived friends. Their friends. They use it to compensate party members. They use it to play politics in Nigeria instead of giving it to the internally displaced people as a result of fire accident, as a result of too much flood, rainfall that displaces people from their houses.
Is it not against the law of the land to intercept a truck and cut away the food items in the truck?
Thank you so much. That one is different. People that are lynching trucks coming to southern Nigeria, people that are attacking fully loaded trucks that are loaded with rice, gari, noodles, beans, that one is criminality. Listen, it's criminality. But attacking government warehouses where food are stored in Nigeria is right. What are they doing with those food? They keep those food there to give it to who? Nigerian government agencies, public office holders. Secretly, they are sharing those food among themselves during Xmas period. They use it as bonus to all the civil servants. Only them, bonus. Are they giving it to the common man? Are they bringing it out during the Boxing Day, which is a day whereby you give gifts to everybody? Are they giving it out as gift to Nigerians? During their so-called Salah, Eid Kabir and the Maulud, are they sharing it among the Muslims, poor Muslims? Nigerian government, public office holders, they are the one disbursing those foods, bags, among themselves, for their families. The same incident occurred during COVID-19 era, when warehouses all over the country were what? Boggled, broken into. What happens? Rice, Indomie, everywhere, supplied, bought by European companies, financial houses, American financial houses, Chinese billionaires. They gave us lots and lots of reliefs as food. Where are those food? Nobody ever benefited from it. Until information, intel, started going on. Come on, angry miscreants on the street got the wind up that these foods supplied from Europe are being stored elsewhere. They found out and break into those warehouses. Can you count them as criminals? The same occurrence took place yesterday at Nema warehouse, Abuja. As I'm talking to you now, Nema warehouses all over south, southwest are being condoned, secured. But ask me it is wrong. Those policemen should allow Nigerians to enjoy food. They should get access to those bags of beans and rice to share among themselves because they are hungry. There is famine on the land. There is food drought, not rain again. Food drought in Nigeria. It has come to stay. One, if you are a farmer, if you go to your farmland, you can't come back alive again. That's why all the farmers in our people, they are not going to drought on the land, and that is why they are looking. That's why they are looking for Nema warehouse now. We are even trying to locate where we can see one in Lagos here. That one at Abuja. I don't know why Nema not get enough warehouse in Southwest here, because guys are hunting for what? Beans and rice warehouse where they are stored. It is our commonwealth.
I think some see it as a fault on the side of the governors. And,
thank you.
Jenogo is saying, Mike, can we start probing governors too?
Jenogo is saying the truth. See, suggestion from Jenogo should be what? Implemented. If you ask me why, the whole governors know the right thing to do. Oga, Jenogo must have got the wind up what Alesot is doing in Abia State. Jenogo, if you have somebody in Abia State, put place call across. It's going to send Abba Enyimba City to you. Either the video on camera. You will see what southeastern governors are doing to Igbo man. Because Alesoti has achieved 10 times what Tinubu has achieved under 11 months now. Alesoti started developing Abia State. For instance, immediately he assumed office. He did not take a schools. Alesoti did not say, Okeze Bazu is the one that destroyed Abia. Wait for me, I'm coming. Wait for me for these 9 months. I'm coming, let me prepare well. Alesoti started working with allocation that was coming in direct. As from last year, go and see the power plant commissioned by Vice President Kotsi Bat Nnaji. He started it when he was Minister of Power during Jonathan regime. Alesoti has started the popular Aba Port Harcourt Road. It is on progress. Construction of Arochukwu Aba Road. He finished it. Nylon tar. Look at Aba Enyimba city that was deteriorated. The worst commercial city in West Africa. Nobody, everybody, the whole governors neglected Aba. Audios Okano neglected Aba. The just concluded governor of Abia State, the one that just succeeded by the current governor, what's that his name? Okeze Ekpazu, abandoned Aba, abandoned Port Harcourt Road, abandoned Abia. Abia become the most, oh God, impoverished state in Nigeria. Oga, Abia is working. Send call across. They will get to inform. You will know that those governors in the southeast, they should be probed. The governors in the southwest, especially Abiodun Dapo of Ogun State. Ogun State is stinking, smelling shit. Bad road, Ogun State that borders Lagos. Oh my God. Ogo, those governors should be probed, as you said. All the governors of the Federation, they have questions to answer. Swooping on government warehouses across Nigeria is not a criminality. They shouldn't do anything to those hoodlums. Those people they call hoodlums are Nigerian citizens. They are not hoodlums. They are not hoodlums. The governors are hoodlums. They are not the hoodlums themselves. It is the governors that are storing food in the warehouse that is meant for the internally displaced people. And they are saying it is Nema warehouse. Nema warehouse, is it for government officials? Is it not for the internal displaced people? Is it not for the less privileged when there is food crisis, like what is happening in Nigeria currently? Those food there, are you storing it there to spoil? Why are you storing the food? While doing so, this sister, Nigerian government or public office holders, they will share the whole bag of rice to themselves as Christmas bonus and gift, leaving poor Nigerians to be dying of hunger. Mike, it is not crime. It is not a crime. Those people, Nigerian citizens, they went there. They are the right citizens of this country. They are not hoodlums. People that are tagging them hoodlums should be taken to court. Yes, they should answer for it. Nigerian constitution says they are not hoodlums. The bags, the rice, everything there are for the poor. When you are, displaced by flood, you are a less privileged. You are a poor man because you don't have help. For that very particular time, you are poor. Those food are for us. It's for everybody. It could happen to anybody.
And when there is hunger in the land,
There is hunger in the land.
Nigerians can do what?
Nigerians can look for warehouse where government are storing our Commonwealth
Raphael.
bags of rice. Now we get all those rice. Now we get those beans. Are you listening to me? So when they discovered one at Nema warehouse in Abuja, that's why Abuja caught fire yesterday. They clear the whole warehouse, so they sweep it. Not a single grain remains on the floor. You are saying they are thieves. They are not thieves.
It's not.
They are scrambling for bags of rice.
It's not Nema warehouse. It's the Agricultural and Rural Development Secretariat of the Federal Capital Territory. That's the warehouse owned by the Agricultural and Rural Development Secretariat.
Blame it on Nigerian journalists. Blame it on
Nema saw that and quickly tightened
security. Anyway, what I read on
across
what's the name of this newspaper? This newspaper I read the Sun magazine. I think it said Nema warehouse.
Nema debunked.
Okay, debunked that is not their warehouse.
Yeah.
But anything like that, so we have anything agriculture in Nigeria, and Nigeria could not have up to 100 acres of land where they are cultivating tomato, granules. So Nigeria, we have anything like agricultural sector in Nigeria. The whole southwest that have vast arable land that can grow crops, grains. Look at Oyo State. Oyo State is one of the biggest states in the southwest. They have vast land. So they cannot even cultivate up to 1,000 acres of land for food. And you are telling me agriculture? Mike, let me tell you, that warehouse, if it is for agriculture, Nigerian agricultural or whatever system, yeah, they should buckle it.
Ministry of Agriculture, they have gigantic role to play in the society today, in Nigerian society today, because they owe us apology. Ministry of Agriculture